Hello, guys. Today I wanted to talk to you about something different. Wait, let me just fix this. I'm not trying to be indecent for the video. Okay, alright. I want to talk to you about something called energy. And there are different types of energy depending on where you go. Some of you may sense it, some of you may feel it, some of you may not. And it gets pretty spiritual. And the people who have experienced it know what I'm talking about. So you have these different types of energy and you can feel it. You can feel something being heavy, you can feel something draining your energy. It can be something like a place. And what I didn't realize for the longest time was that this isn't something that's supposed to be normal. This is some energy that I have felt in my country for my entire life. I have felt like I didn't belong my entire life. I felt there was nowhere I felt at home. And I felt this heavy feeling pulling me down. And then I've had so many things, almost like it's cursed in this country. So many things that are so unrealistic that have just gone against me over and over again that don't make sense. I've experienced a lot of unfair abuse in this country. A lot. And then I went to Japan at the start of this year for the first time, and I noticed immediately, wow, this energy is different. But then I was like, it's just because it's something new, and it's just because I really like Japan, and wow, it's incredible. But I spent almost 6 months total in Japan. Almost. I spent around 167 days. Something like that. And I've never felt more at home anywhere else in the world than I did when I was in Japan. Even though I didn't have a home, I felt mutual respect. In most places I felt there was a good energy. There were places I felt were bad in energy, like in Tokyo I didn't like Shibuya, I didn't like Shinjuku, I didn't like... There were so many places that felt wrong in Tokyo. But, you know, that's to be expected. I also didn't like Osaka very much. But then, the energy in different places like Nara, Akita... I mean, the energy in Akita was wonderful. Some places in Hokkaido were wonderful. Goto Retto, absolutely amazing. The energy was like really, feeling at peace, feeling like I can breathe each day, going biking, just living that simple life, having the experience of just biking 40 kilometers in a day, on a beautiful island. It was painful and it was tough, but and then experiencing nature, laying down in the grass, feeling like things can be peaceful, things can be beautiful. Talking to the people, learning Japanese, being appreciated for what I am, for who I am. Everything and the spiritual ideas and stuff in Japan that really fit super well with me as a person. And all these kind of concepts, like Goen, which I'd advise you to look up the meaning of Goen. It has different meanings, but it's one of the meanings is the invisible hand that puts things together. And I kind of let that guide me quite a bit. And then we have other things like Kotodama, the power of words. What you send out into the universe comes back to you. So it's good to be honest and to speak positively and know that your words have meaning. And another one is Ichigo Ichie. It's basically translated to a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And it can mean different things. It can mean, for example, today might be the last time you ever talk to someone. Today could be a meeting with a stranger, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. But it teaches us to to treat people better. It teaches us to make it count as if it was the last time. You may be feeling a bit annoyed, you may be feeling tired, but just that little bit of kindness, that little bit of push you can give. And then in Japan, I was rewarded for, whenever I did good things, I was rewarded for it. Here, when I've done good things or, done things purely, selflessly, people have just looked at me with those. I got looked at with judging eyes and, like an outsider and stuff in Japan as well, but I did also experience a lot of appreciation, which I have not experienced here. So for me, Japan, here I was looked at like, oh, he's someone evil, he's someone who's gonna do something bad, and I'm like, what? I'm here, literally here, just to help. I don't have any cameras, I don't have any sort of thing like everyone else is doing to, oh, look, I'm doing good deeds, look at me, I'm filming myself. Scum. Anyways, so what I'm saying with this is, you may have, or you definitely do have places in the world where the energy would suit you better, where the culture would suit you better, potentially, unless you are already there, like maybe you are in a place where you feel at home. And I can tell you, the most needed feeling in my life was not that of true love, which I thought my entire life, like, okay, if I just have true love, I can go through all this pain. No, I shouldn't have to go through that kind of draining pain, that kind of energy just being seeped out of me. I shouldn't have to go through that at all. And then I realize, and I can really appreciate the feeling of feeling at home, feeling at peace, even when a day is boring, even when something sad happens. It's just sadness. It's not this heavy despair. It's not this, it's kind of like, okay, like, oh, today I broke my ankle, whatever. Well, whatever, I can still train my arms, or I can still do this, I can still do that. Oh, today I'm feeling tired with this, but I'm at peace. There's nothing coming to destroy me. It's like, okay, it's inconvenient. Oh, this is making me angry. This is making me upset. Oh, this is really like inconvenient. This is painful. But not despair, not extreme anxiety. Energy matters. Seriously. And I really hope that everyone who's listening can, try to become the best versions of themselves and find the place where they belong. That you may find your path in life and be able to make the world a slightly better place for you and those around you. I don't want people to suffer. Not this kind of suffering. There's so much evil in the world, so I don't get why so many people want to push that onto others. And why so many people do that. You're so much better off finding this place where you belong, where you can be at peace, where you can find ways to do the simple things and still feel like you're alive. And for me, that was Japan. And to be fair, I've traveled to many other places now, and I've noticed some things. I've noticed that in Japan there's a good energy for me. But I've also noticed that in Sweden there's a very terrible energy for me. So Sweden is the worst place in the world for me to be in. Pretty much. I would be better off in the Middle East. I would be better off in most of Asia. And I've also tried, Poland, so I know I'd be better off in Poland. Then I'm not sure about Finland. It's a little bit too close. And I'm not a big fan of Latvia and Estonia, sadly. But Poland, I found a middle ground where the energy is, kind of balanced. It's not this kind of really regenerating energy, but it doesn't seep the life force out of me. And I talk about this kind of stuff as someone who works out every day, or trains every day, does some kind of physical exercise. Yesterday I did it twice. Today I haven't done it yet. Haven't decided what to do yet. But I think when my stomach clears out a little bit, I will be doing some planking and maybe some, core workout and some push-ups. Not too heavy. Not too heavy. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you may find the place where you belong and know that even you can make a difference in this world. And it doesn't cost much to make the world a slightly better place. And anyone who's trying to be good, I believe in you. You got this. You need some discipline and a lot of work, but you're not alone.